There are 6 levels of wealth that determine everything about your financial life: how you spend, how you invest, and more importantly, what strategies actually work for you. But here's the crazy part. A lot of people, they're using the wrong strategy for the level that they're in right now. They're following advice for millionaires when they've got maybe $50,000 net worth, or they're playing it too safe when they should really be taking calculated risks. So today I'm going to show you exactly which level you're in and then the specific strategies to think about to help you move up to the next level. This isn't theory because it's based on real data from the Federal Reserve and it's tracking the same households over decades. And these levels were simplified in Nick Majuli's book, The Wealth Ladder. And I've seen this firsthand over the last decade and a half, helping hundreds of people in my investment firm and my tax firm. And by the way, I'm Dave Zoller, if I haven't met you yet. And I've got another YouTube channel with 150,000 subscribers, but all those videos are made for people in their 60s and it's all related to retirement strategies. So I created this new channel for people under 55 so that hopefully I can share the wisdom from those who are older than us so that we can improve our financial life right now. So if you see value in it, consider subscribing. So now back to the 6 distinct wealth levels, and each one is exactly 10 times larger than the previous one. And it's not arbitrary. It's research shows that you need about a 10x increase in wealth to fundamentally change your lifestyle and your financial options. So let's start with level 1, and I'd call this survival mode. This is less than $10,000 in total net worth. That would be survival mode. And net worth includes everything: your car, bank accounts, investments, minus all of your debts. And if you're in level 1, here's what's being amplified in your life. It's bad luck, meaning that bad luck that would be, say, a minor inconvenience for someone else can really hurt your financial life just a lot more. You could feel it a lot more in your life. For example, if your car tire blows out, for someone in level 3 or 4, that's annoying, but they'll just call AAA, get it fixed, and then move on with their day. For someone in level 1, that could mean missing work or going into more credit card debt to pay for a new tire, or falling behind on bills is like a bad domino effect. But here's the strategy level for level 1. And that is get out as fast as you can. But the only way we can do this right now is cutting every expense that you can, maybe taking on extra work or starting your own thing, side hustle, or sell things that you don't need. Because level 1, this level, it's really not sustainable over the long term. So really try to focus on building that safety net, maybe even just $1,000 or $2,000 in the bank set aside. That can change a lot of things. You can breathe a little bit easier knowing that your life problems aren't going to destroy you financially. The biggest mistake I see in level 1 is trying to invest when you have under $10,000 net worth. I see people with $500 or $1,000 asking what stocks or what crypto to buy. And if your $500 is earning 10% per year, that's an extra $50 per year. Now, you might be able to make more than $50 with just 1 hour or a few hours of extra work. So it's more about income than it is about investing right now. So focus on cutting expenses or increasing income and not just investments just yet. Now, level 2 is $10,000 to $100,000 in net worth. And now you've got some breathing room, which is good, and you're still building the foundation. And what's being amplified here is really your skills and your education. This is where investing in yourself pays the highest dividends, I'd say, because every dollar you spend learning a valuable skill, that can return hundreds or even thousands of dollars in increased income. I have a friend years ago who spent $3,000 on a coding boot camp when he had about $15,000 or $20,000 net worth. And within 2 years, his income went from $35,000 to $85,000. And it was that $3,000 investment that really returned over $50,000 per year in extra income. So the strategy for level 2 is become obsessed with increasing your value and increasing your income because of that. So learn the high value skills, negotiate your salary, maybe think about switching jobs for better pay, keep your eyes open, and possibly start a side hustle. Because the data is clear, income is the strongest predictor of wealth building. And there's a spending rule change in level 2. Nick Majuli, he calls it grocery freedom. So once you're solidly in level 2, you can probably stop worrying about the difference between the price of eggs. If you want to get organic eggs or whatever they are, farm fresh, and spend an extra $3 or $4, you could probably do that. And the mental energy that you save by not stressing over the $3 or $4 or $5, here it's going to be worth more than the money. The big mistake for level 2 is lifestyle inflation. So A lot of people, they'll get a raise and then they'll immediately upgrade their apartment or their car or buy something that they've been putting off. But instead, bank that extra income and invest it and build your net worth so you can keep moving to the next level. So now we're moving to level 3. Let me know though, how are you liking this video? If you are liking it, I'd love to know. Just if you click the like button, that gives me a clear sign. So level 3 is $100,000 to $1 million net worth. And what's being amplified in this level is now you've got investment decisions to make. This is where investing finally starts to matter a lot more because you've got enough money where these returns actually move the needle. If you have $100,000 and it earns 10%, it's $10,000. That's real money that could impact your life. The strategy for level 3, this is where adding and compounding really comes into play and means a lot. This consistently investing in diversified income producing assets is the focus. For most people, that means low cost index funds, but it could also include real estate, or it could include investing in your business if you have one, or other investments that are real assets. The spending freedom that Nick Majuli mentions is now we're in restaurant freedom. So before it was grocery freedom, now we're in restaurant freedom. So you might be able to stop looking at menu prices, except maybe the wine list. But if you want the salmon instead of the chicken, get the salmon because life's too short to stress over that extra $10 or $20 when you've got a 6-figure net worth. Now, here's one of the secrets for this level 3. And it's most people in level 3, they've got about 50 to 65% of their wealth tied up in their home. And that's not necessarily bad, but people that make it to level 4, they start diversifying into other income producing assets where their house starts to make up less and less of their net worth. The big mistake in level 3 is trying to time the markets or pick individual stocks, or thinking that you're a lot smarter now with your investments, or you need to take on some sort of wild risk because you're getting to these new levels. You don't need to be a genius investor. You just need consistency and just to be that consistent investor. So now level 4 is $1 million to $10 million. So congratulations if you're in this level, that's you're a millionaire now. But here's where it gets interesting and where a lot of people get stuck. Here's what's being amplified here. It's the difficulty of moving up to the next level. And we'll have 2 options here. The strategies that got you to level 4 won't get you to level 5. And I'll show you how the math really plays out. So you've got $1 million and you're saving, let's pretend you're saving $100,000 per year after taxes. How long until you reach $10 million? Now, assuming a 5% annual return, it's going to take 28 years to get there. So that's 28 years of saving $100,000 annually. Even if you save $300,000 per year, which means you're probably making $500 or $600 or $700,000 a year, it's still going to take 17 years. Now, the strategy for level 4, you've got 2 choices. Option 1 is accepting that you've made it, and then you focus on something that they call coast fire. So you've got enough saved and you can ease up and you could take the less stressful job and you could spend more time with family or more time on other things than wealth building activities. And your investments will grow enough to fund your needs. That's one option. Option 2 is you can start or increase growth in your business or join a startup and get equity or get some form of equity. That's really the only way people make it to the next level, level 5, which is usually from a big liquidity event or selling a business for millions. I've got more on that coming up. But here's where spending freedom for the 1 million to 10 million level. This is the spending freedom from Nick Majuli. And that's now travel freedom. You can upgrade to better seats on the plane or stay at a nicer hotel or not stress about vacation costs anymore. You're still not flying private. That's level 5 territory, but it's a pretty sweet deal when you can have some freedom with travel and where you go. Now, the big mistake for level 4 is thinking that you need to reach level 5. Level 4 is an amazing place to be. You can live an incredible life with $2 to $5 million net worth. And, some people stress and try to work and get to this next level and take maybe excessive risks to do it. You don't always need to do it. It's really up to you. It's your personal preference. Now, I'll get to level 5 and 6 coming up, and then I'll share an important spending rule that changes at each level. More of a calculation that's easy to run, just to help you with how much to spend each year. So level 5 is $10 million to $100 million, and then level 6 is $100 million and above. And that's not a lot of people in those levels. And here's what's being amplified if you are. It's really, I believe, everything non-financial. Because here's the paradox. The more money you have, the less your problems can be solved by money. Money's great at solving money problems, but most people's problems aren't always all about money, right? You can't write your check, a check to your spouse to forgive you for years of neglect of the family. If you were building your business, you can't pay your cardiovascular system to be healthier after decades of stress and just poor workout habits. You can't buy genuine friendships. So the strategy here is focus on health, relationships, and purpose. Your money problems are solved, hopefully. Now you can work on everything else. Now, let me give you the spending rule that wealthy people actually use, and it's called the 0.01% rule. So it's take your liquid net worth, divide it by $10,000, and that's how much extra you can spend above and beyond your normal spending, how much extra you could spend per day without impacting your wealth building. This has helped a lot of people feel good about their discretionary spending versus feeling like they have to live like a monk their whole life just to save money and get to the next level. The 0.01% rule, it's pretty useful. And I go into a lot more detail here in this video, and it's based on what level you're in, and it's called How to Move Up to the Next Level. You could really skip to minute 2 of this video where I start talking about the rule and how to use it. So I hope to see you there. If you like this video, please click like so I know, and then see you in the next one. Take care.